everybody, and welcome to another Market Minute with Jake. I am your host, Jake Eldridge with Realty One Group Eminence. And in today's Market Minute, we are discussing the real estate activity for the Fernley, Fallon, and Silver Springs areas of Northern Nevada for June 2nd, 2021. If we take a look at that real estate activity, there is currently 73 homes actively for sale right now in the Fernley, Fallon, and Silver Springs areas of Northern Nevada. 38 out of that 73 indicated they would be eligible for FHA financing. I always like to make note of that because many buyers out there are not only taking advantage of historically low interest rates, but in addition to that, they are using FHA financing so they can put as little as 3.5% down as the down payment towards the purchase of that new home, when it used to be that you had to come up with sometimes upwards of 20% as your down payment towards the purchase of a new home. But with that FHA financing, it is now making it more easy for buyers out there to purchase a home when they thought it might not have been possible. So when we dive right into the numbers, again, there was 73 total homes actively for sale. The highest list price for a home sat at $2 million, and the lowest list price at only $69,000. There was 3 homes in that $0 to $100,000 price range, 6 homes in the $100,000 to $200,000 price range, 17 homes in the $200,000 to $300,000 price range, 19 homes in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range, 8 homes in the $400,000 to $500,000 price range, 6 homes in the $500,000 to $600,000 price range, 7 homes in the $600,000 to $700,000 price range, 2 homes in the $700,000 to $800,000 price range, 2 homes in the $800,000 to $900,000 price range, 1 home in the $900,000 to $1 million price range, 1 home in the $1 to $2 million price range, and 1 home in the $2 to $3 million price range. So when we break those numbers down, it would indicate that the median list price for a home in the Fernley, Fallon, or Silver Springs area is currently sitting at about $335,000, with the average list price being at about $425,000. If we look at the days on market activity for Fernley, Fallon, and Silver Springs, the median days on market right now sits at about 29 days, with the average days on market at about 92 days. Now, as you know, I like to break things down even further for you guys because right now many buyers are experiencing frustration with trying to find a home. The inventory is very limited right now, which means that buyers are running into a situation where they're having to compete with many other people to try and purchase a property. So if you are in that boat, what I recommend is 2 things. The most obvious being, make sure you are looking at everything that is in a new status, as it's going to be something that you want to get into right away. If you like the home, write an offer right away and try to eliminate some competition by maybe putting an expiration date on that as rapidly as possible for the offer to expire. Secondly, take a look at anything that's in a back on market status. What that means is that the home sellers actually had already accepted an offer to purchase their property, but for whatever reason, the buyer backed out of that transaction. It could be simply because their financing fell through. It could be because of home inspections. There's many different factors that come into play when it comes to somebody changing their mind on the purchase of a property. But obviously, that means that the sellers are very motivated to get another offer as quickly as possible so they can move forward with their end goal in closing escrow and walking away with the money and the proceeds from that sale to move forward with whatever plans they had for using that. So again, those are 2 things to consider. So I broke the numbers down for those homes in Fernley, Fallon, and Silver Springs that are in that new or back on market status. 13 out of the 73 homes that were actively for sale fell into that new or back on market category, and 7 out of that 13 did indicate they would be eligible for FHA financing. The highest list price was at $850,000, and the lowest list price at only $80,000. There was 1 home in the $100,000 to $200,000 price range, 1 home in the 200 to 300,000 price range, 6 homes in the 300 to 400,000 price range, 1 home in the 500 to 600,000 price range, and 2 homes in the 800 to 900,000 price range with nothing over that $900,000 mark. So breaking all of those numbers down, it would indicate that the median list price for a home in Fernley, Fallon, or Silver Springs that is in that new or back on market status is sitting at about $330,000, and the average at only $365,000. So that is it for today's Market Minute with Jake. As always, if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to click that like button. If you have family or friends who might actively be searching for a home to purchase right now, or who may need help with the sale of their existing home, I'd love the opportunity to have a conversation with them. So please feel free to tag them in this video as well. You can reach me 7 days a week on my cell phone at 775-378-4976. You can email me at jakeeldridge32@gmail.com. Or if you are watching on Facebook, simply click that send message button, and you can use Facebook's messenger service to send an instant message with those questions, and I'm always happy to answer that way as well. So thanks again for watching today, and have a great night.